Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about the role of employee empowerment in achieving change and success in the organizations. First, let us understand what is meant by empowerment. Empowerment means authority and responsibility delegation to the employees in order to implement and exercise their ideas in doing their work and taking decisions that are relevant to their jobs. Simply says, giving power and freedom to the employees to take decisions regarding their job and implement their ideas in order to improve their performance. This freedom and power delegation is called as a empowerment. If this freedom and power given to employees of organizations called employee empowerment. As he mentioned here, the three levels of employee empowerment. First is empower the employees to make bigger decisions without consulting with the senior positions. Okay, some very important decisions have to be discussed. Okay, there are some decisions with respect to the job of a particular employee that can be taken by the employee himself. But in all the cases, informing their superior is a basic requirement about the decisions. Okay, but here the freedom and power is given to the employee to make some decisions, sometimes even without consulting their superiors. Then involve employees in improving the organizational process and products and the way the activities are being done in the organization. That means employee participation in decision making and improving the organizational activities. Third level is encouraging employee to play a more effective role in their work. Okay, so motivation is important, that create involvement of the employees towards their job and the organization. So employee motivation is very important, and employee participation is another important, and allowing the employees to make a decision is next level of empowerment. If the employee empower their employees, what are their benefits? Okay, so for every practices there must be some advantages or benefits of the organization, otherwise no need to implement all these concepts. Okay, firstly, it improves employer satisfaction as well as employee satisfaction, mainly employee satisfaction, because they feel they are very much involved, they are recognized, okay, they are given a freedom and power. So apart from getting some monetary compensation, the job itself will be very interesting and challenging, and it consists of both authority and responsibility. So overall it gives a better satisfaction level for the employees. So satisfied employees will give better performance and productivity. Okay, by sharing the different employees ideas, so that will result in a better growth for the organization. Okay, and also it improves the individual employees performance, and it improves the loyalty towards the organization. Okay, one side is the management have a trust on their employees, and the other side employee loyalty towards the organization and management also improve. And for any activity there will be a positive and negative. Okay, here some complications while implementing the employee empowerment in organization. That means we are giving up control. Okay, so whenever you give freedom means you are reducing the control over the other people. So this freedom sometimes threatening for some senior managers. They always like to have control over their subordinates. Okay, and sometimes they don't want to share their power with someone who work down the hierarchy, so they want to dominate. Okay, so normally they don't want to share their power, and they are afraid of losing their importance and privileges in the organization. Okay, so unless the managers in the organization overcome these obstacles, the employee empowerment won't be effective. So this is a process of implementing employee empowerment. First, identify why the company want to empower employees. What is the basic reason? So what's the problem with the existing system? So why do you want to empower your employees? What's the problem at present? Okay, because every improvement is made because there is some advantage, there is some benefits. Okay, so some hope for improvement and growth. Okay, so that's why there are many concepts and theories are implemented. Employee empowerment also, why do you want to implement the empowerment? Okay, so the reasons has to be identified. Okay, basic reason. The reason may be different, a reason for different organization. Okay, so what will be the main focus of implementing this concept? And accordingly the organization management has to change their behavior, because they have to recognize their subordinates and lower level people, and they have to share their responsibility, and they have to share their power. So their behavior must be changed, so otherwise the system won't be effective. And determine the impact of employee decisions. When each and every employee is allowed to take decisions on their job, so what will be the impact on the organization and the department level? So where there will be a chaos or confusions, or there will be an improvement. Okay, every time there will be a positive and negative impact. The company has to determine what will be the major impact on the organizational activities. And if it's everything okay, then they'll go for establishing teams and information sharing, providing training in various management activities including decision making, and finally communicate properly what is the purpose of sharing responsibility and authority. So what is expected of employees, so they will be advised to use their power in a constructive manner in the organization. Okay, so the main aspects of empowering managers or the employees are, every people in the organizations are given much more value, everybody is recognized. Okay, so that is the symbol. Then share leadership vision. Okay, share goals and direction, trust people, provide information for decision making, delegate authority and impact opportunity. So all these are subcategories of giving freedom and authority, all comes under the sharing responsibility and authority. What are the challenges of employee empowerment? Message disconnect, because every employee can take their decisions and they don't need to communicate everything to your superior, so there will be some interruption in the communication channel. Insufficient training leads to a lot of problems. The employee tend to make some wrong decisions because they may not be properly trained or experienced in decision making process. And reluctant managers, they will be reluctant to share their power and authority to their subordinates. And the organization structure will be modified because the working pattern changes, so cannot have a same system, so that needs to be modified. Okay, so once this empowerment is implemented, what will be the benefit, what will be the drawbacks for the organization? As we discussed earlier, job satisfaction, motivation, increased productivity, so everything is a major advantages, and leads to creativity and innovation, because creativity innovation needs freedom, so you cannot get creativity and innovation under pressure. Okay, so the employee must feel free and freedom. Okay, so they can express their ideas, they can innovate something new, so they are given that freedom. Okay, so it's very very important to get creativity and innovation. And there is an increased efficiency in employees because of increased ownership in their work. So whenever you are given authority and responsibility, that means you are responsible for whatever the effect of your work. Okay, the outcome of your work, whether it is positive, you will get recognition. If a negative impact, the same the employee is responsible for that. Okay, so it is not that only you are given a freedom you can enjoy it. That means that each and every employee has to take the ownership, so the responsibility very much higher. In the previous case, so if anything goes wrong, you can simply blame the managers. Okay, but that won't happen when the employees are empowered. Every individual is responsible, and here you need lesser supervision. Okay, so these are some of the major advantages. So there are some cons of employee empowerment: egoism, arrogance. Okay, so whenever you are given freedom, everybody is treated equal. So what happens sometimes, the subordinates may argue with their superior. Okay, the respect normally won't be given, so that collusion might takes place. And there is always a risk also. So creativity and innovation, that needs a lot of capacity, equal chances of success and failure, because there is no control it. Okay, there is a chances of sharing information outside the organization, because every employees know everything what's going on. Okay, about the research and development and new things, so the information may be shared with outside parties. That is not a good for any organization. Okay, and security reasons, as I told you. So if everything is shared, there may be a leakage of critical data. So, okay, so those are all some of the major cons of employee empowerment. But even though it has many disadvantages, but it has a major benefits. It increases the employee morale, employee motivation, and increases the employee participation, and gives a confidence, and it improves the employee loyalty towards the organization. All this together leads to better employee organizational productivity, and better working environment, and better relationship in the organization. Okay, thank you.